Well, hello there, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight on a Monday evening? Welcome to another edition here. So we have some stuff lined up for you guys. So let's see who's all in. Hello, Cindy, Rosemary, John, Little Twisted. How you feeling, Little Twisted? We got a little Denise. We got Gary Spikes. Gary, how you feeling there? Susan F. Kathleen, Rosemary Otterman. Welcome there. Nice to see Kathy A. and Julie Ann. Thanks for tuning in tonight. And Angela, how are you doing?
Doing really well.
Wonderful. A round of applause for everybody. So last night, Angela, we were talking about some stuff that I don't think that the government appreciated. And the first show, of course, it was Jeffrey Epstein, right? I shouldn't even say his name on the air. And then we were talking about the Havana syndrome. And ladies and gentlemen, somebody saw the show and has been diagnosed with that and wants to come forward and talk about it. And I'm like, shut the front door. I'm like, really? And I'm like, yeah, let's talk. But anyway, so I knew that the show was going to be pulled off the air because of the content. And I shouldn't have said, I'm going to die. As soon as I said that, the show got yanked. Everybody's like, Grizzly, what happened to Grizzly? And they're like, he's gone. And here, for Christopher and myself, we're sitting here just talking. And I'm like, I don't think we're broadcasting. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, they're telling me we're not live. And he's like, well, it shows we're live. I'm like, I know, but we're not broadcasting. So I went out there to the YouTube and see if I had any community violations or any strikes or nothing like, I mean, not even a word that you done something bad. But anyways, so we're fine. I woke up this morning with no darts in my neck. But anyways.
That's good.
I know, right? And I knew it was going to happen, but maybe I shouldn't have said what I said during how I said it. But anyways, so how are you been, Angela?
Doing great. Really good. I am actually scheduled to be at a winery this weekend, and they're doing a ghost tour with wine, and I'm doing spirit portraits and readings for people. up close and personal and in person at this winery that's down around Zanesville, Ohio. And if you're familiar with that, you pass through Zanesville to get to Salt Fork. So I will be in that area this weekend, and I'm really looking forward to it. I've never had worked at a winery before. I visited a few wineries here in Ohio.
We love it. That's good. I'm excited.
I am.
Yeah, that's really
I want to
good.
bring a bottle home,
Yeah, who doesn't want to bring a bottle home? Yeah. Speaking of Salt Fork, we're going to be up there on the 22nd, Angela.
Awesome. I'll reach out to me when you're out here.
Yeah. So definitely, I'd like to see you and your father. And so anybody else that's going to be in the Ohio area on the 22nd of this month, I'll be up there with Shelby and some other guests that's going to be with us and people that are out here in our chat. So, yes, we're going to welcome them with open arms, and just do not cough or play any jokes at me or on me around the campsite, right? Just a friendly PSA announcement.
Oh my gosh, that was over the top last time.
Yeah, right. Hey, Shelby. Yeah. So absolutely. So we're looking forward to it. It's Old Bear retirement party and birthday all in one. We hate to see Old Bear go from the Bigfoot world, but his time has come, and he is passing the torch to Brian Barber and a few other people, and he's going to be dearly missed. But however, ladies and gentlemen, he is not going to be out of the Bigfoot realm or Bigfootery out solid. He still do some shows with me, he said. We're also going to be in Michigan on 9/28, I think. They talked me into doing a conference up there, and they're having a big camp out after the conference. So I posted that in our Facebook groups and out there on social media. So look for that. Thanks for the invite. It's going to be interesting. Val's going to be there and some other people. Other than that, it's just everything's just been trucking. So any new cases you've been working on or?
Well, I did have an update on the Gill House. I had picked up a Revolutionary War soldier, and I don't know if I recall if I told you this before, but in the basement of the Gill House. And the Revolutionary War soldier I was looking at and dealing with, they called himself Evil, that had the hole in his chest from a 2-pounder going through his back, coming out his chest. And then I learned that the angels had come and got him, and particularly General Nathaniel Greene. Nathaniel Greene was the subordinate to George Washington.
Wow.
Yeah. That's what it took to get him to, to help him to cross over. That I was informed, the angels and him came and got him. So he is no longer there, and we don't have to worry about him. Everybody that was in that place and in the basement could actually feel the pain in their chest from the actual injury and that he experienced and was still feeling and experiencing, after he was killed in the Revolutionary War, but his remains are buried nearby. So that's good news. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. It's fantastic news.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. There's children still there, but it feels like they're visiting, most of them. And there are some adults there, but it feels more like visitation, and they're not very, I would say, not distressed in any sort of way. They're more concerned about the history of the place. So when you go in and talk to spirits at some locations, if they live there and they're familiar with the history and they know you're going to be there as a paranormal investigator, they'll be more than happy to talk about the history and their experiences there, what they can pass on that they want remembered.
That's interesting. So I'm getting messages coming into the studio, and they want me to announce Oklahoma. So Gary Spikes, I reached out to Gary Spikes, and he lives in Oklahoma. Ain't that right, Gary? And looks like we're going to have some filming opportunities coming up in Oklahoma. We're just trying to work out the dates. I told Gary that I like to get with him and whoever and do a little meet and greet and do some filming with Gary in whatever location that they choose. So I'm working that out with Gary. It looks like there may be some opportunity coming up in Texas. We're trying to work out the dates on that, ladies and gentlemen. And it looks like there's some events that I've invited to up in Pennsylvania, beginning of the year. So, and there's another opportunity. I'm not going to announce this one because I think it's 15 or 20,000 people. They want me to do something with their convention. And so we're trying to work out the details on that. So we got a lot of things working. And if it wasn't for you guys, I would not be able to do that. And I'm very thankful that you all are embracing everybody on our channel and on our shows. I really appreciate that. We are looking at other people coming on our channel. I just wrapped up a well-known person in the psychic realm. She has her own books, her own podcast, and everything. We'll introduce her tomorrow. And we're starting that up. We're also looking at what do y'all think about tiny homes? I'm just throwing it out there. I'm talking to somebody with tiny homes. I'm not going to elaborate on it until I can get some information. And but there are discussions on the table. So yeah, and very interesting. What do you think about tiny homes, Angela?
Tiny homes, like little tiny houses.
Yeah, tiny houses. You know, like the show you watch on TV.
Oh, I know. I don't watch TV. I haven't watched TV in an incredibly long time. I don't remember the last time I watched TV. I know that if you can be creative with the space, that's the important thing, that you're comfortable with it, that it's your space, and you make it the way that you want it to be made. If it's a small place, I mean, that's fine. If that's, I mean, for many people, that's their dream home, is it just to have a little place in a really great location is just their dream home, and that's perfect for them. And there's nothing wrong with a small space. Now, for people that are claustrophobic, there may be something wrong with that.
Hey, I don't know if I can do it because I have so much stuff, right? And I've got so much broadcasting equipment and electronics. And you're trying to tell me I got to put something in the kitchen. And I got to have room. I got to move around and just get comfortable. But, and I said, wait, welcome, Judy and Vicky Hilden. Sorry, didn't use my glasses. But what else interests you guys? What else are you looking for? What else do you desire to see on our platform? Because like I said in the last show, I am open. We've got people that look for talent. We have people that are continuously looking and sharing. But what else would you like to see? Because I want a platform that has plethora information from you or for you and shows that are different. So, but the Cindy says tiny homes with a big garage. Yeah, that's me. Anyways, yeah, that's funnier than heck. But no, y'all go ahead and start put your name on the board as we're talking, and we'll get Angela ready to do her thing. But no, don't be bashful. If you got some suggestions, if you don't want to put them in the chat, send them to me directly. My quilting fabric will not fit in a tiny home. Yeah, right. I've seen some of those quilts. John, I got you started. John's in line. So anybody follows up, I'll start putting you in order. But, think about it. What else do you like to see? And, we want a variety of topics and subjects. So, but we're just throwing it out there. All right. Who's after John? And Rosemary's next. All right, Rosemary, got you in line. Yeah, John, we're trying. Kathleen, got you. Thank you, Kathleen. How are you doing this evening? Shelby, since you keep popping up in the chat, would you like a reading? She's like, what? She's like, damn, are you serious? Yeah. Shelby, would you like a reading? Okay, my health is going to improve. I was just about to ask Gary about that. Julianne, I've got you in line there, darling. Kathleen got you in line. Shelby, no, my friends keep telling me to, but I don't. It's all right, Shelby. I got you in line too. All right. First up, ladies and gentlemen, we have John Stewart. John Stewart, come on up.
All right, John Stewart. I'm going to do these readings tonight, because I think this is a beautiful stone. So the very first rune I have for John, this is Feiyu. This is money. This is usually mobile wealth, disposable income. I got that you got a little bit of money that you're sitting on right now, and you're just sitting on it. It's like you've got it socked away for a rainy day, and you're very conservative with it. Like, fine, that's fine. I mean, you might need it in the future. But understand that it is a gift to be able to have that, and there's no harm in splurging a little something for yourself. I'm not giving financial advice. It's just been my experience that if you get a little bit of money and you want to treat yourself, there's nothing wrong treating yourself with something little special, like a movie or, little something extra for yourself. So the next rune I got for you is Land Goose. So Land Goose, I'm getting from this the aspect of growth for you. In particular, I see a lot of really positive directions, like you feel secure and that you're really maturing in that you're feeling more comfortable, you're feeling more confident, and you're feeling freer. And it feels like you're in a good space, like you've got a good stable space, a good stable life, and you're continuing to advance. Like you feel maybe a little adventurous, with an inclination to be adventurous. So the last rune I have here, now this is Nadis. This is the rune of necessity, basic needs. It's also the rune of love, protection. I'm feeling more of the love aspect. So I'm seeing this in the context of love. I feel you being surrounded by love. And in particular, it feels like it's coming from the spirit world. I feel like there's a spirit guide that is with you, a female that's in the spirit world, and she embraces you with love. This spirit guide has been assigned to you. She looks very angelic. She has long curly hair, and it's brown. She's always looking at, smiling at you, and she says that you're not expecting her. You're not expecting her. I see her dressed in white. She is actually telling me that she's going to be around you in such a way that you actually feel her presence. I get an in name with her. To me, it sounds like Morgan. She is your spirit guide, and she feels, ask her more. Okay, she's very joyful. She says she's going to encourage you to venture out a little bit more outside of your safe zone. She's going to be very reassuring for you. And I get a sense that she's someone from a past life that you knew very well, it feels like you may have even been married to her at some point in a past life, and she's coming back to help you at this stage in your life. So look for her in your dreams. She may choose to communicate that way, but you'll start feeling her presence. It's a very warm, very loving and inviting presence.
John Seward said, yeah, I really need to hear this, Angela, and how nice it is, Angela. And he said right now, that's so true. So it's very interesting when you get messages that you can relate to and also resonate with. However, ladies and gentlemen, if you're coming up for a reading for Angela, make sure and bring a pen and paper and take some notes. Mm-hmm. If you have questions, ask, because I will bring them up for Angela, and that's why I'm here helping Angela do. Also, let me click on where are she? And let's see here. I thought we did one, Angela, for you. Didn't we do a banner for you?
I think we did.
There we go. I've got it. There we go. There it is. I know it was there. All right, next up, ladies and gentlemen, let's see who it is. Yeah. And it is Rosemary Otterman. Come on down, Rose.
All right, Rosemary. I was led to draw the bloodstone runes, and these are very green, and they have little red spots on them. Now, the first rune I get for Rosemary, this is Pertho. This is the die cup. This usually represents the future. But this rune is telling me your health is not being left to chance. Specifically, your health is not being left to chance. So the spirit world is in control of your health right now and is actually looking after you from there. The next rune I got is Yara. So Yara is the rune of harvest. It's a plenty. It's prosperity. It's things coming full circle. What I see, there is some sort of health issue that is a chronic health issue. It feels like it's coming to an end for you. And it feels like you actually start living a more healthier life, experiencing better health. From there, you start to prosper a bit more because now you have the health, which if you don't have your health, you don't have your wealth. So I get the impression that your health is improving, and it'll be, I'm being told like it's something that's unexpected, like the medical professionals don't expect this type of progress, but it's coming from the spirit world, and the doctors deal with facts, figures, and statistics and expectations, and they don't often express their belief in the spirit world, but the spirit world is working in your favor to bring about your good health so you can have that better life, that peace that's coming for you. And the last room, I think I'll draw one more room for you. So this is Othala. So Othala is the rune of the Orlog oneness, but it's also prosperity, it's royalty, it's honor. This rune is telling me that you gain some independence due to health improvement, that you stand on your own 2 feet and you can actually have more control over your life. And that's amazing because the spirit world is really supporting you, supporting your health, and has great plans for your future as far as your physical well-being.
That is fantastic. You know, I love to hear Angela's reading. All right, let's see who's next. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to the board. And Shelby confronted for Hannes Vita Manor. Come see Vita. They're like, what the hell?
When you clicked on your name, the very first thing I saw was like all these different colors, like patches of colors, like woohoo, you know, like confetti, right. Like multiple colorful confetti going around of this amazing colors, and just woo, wow.
Yeah, there we go. I absolutely, it's wonderful. I don't know, Shelby, I don't know if you ever did a reading for Shelby, have you?
No, I never have.
Yeah, so this is going to be interesting. And just to let you know, I am monitoring this too, Shelby. So caution and beware, right? Anyway. All right, Shelby. Rosemary says, thank you so much, Angela.
You're welcome. And Shelby. And I love the unusual spelling of your name. I've never seen Shelby spelled like that.
Yeah, so our last name is German, and I wanted Shelby to be different, so I am the one that did that. And she'll tell you to this day, I love it. She no regrets, no regrets. But yeah, it is a little different. See, she says my dad came up with that. Yeah, it sure did. Hello, Letro from Austin. Nice to see you there, mate. Good to join the show. Round of applause for you. All right, Shelby, here you go.
First rune I have for Shelby, this is Thorasos. So this is sharp things, and this is also caution, this danger. This would be boundaries. So the first thing that this is bringing up is to be cautious. It feels like you're uncertain about where your boundaries are, and you're trying to find where your boundaries are. What are my boundaries? Where they should be, what they should stop at. And this rune is telling you to be cautious about that, to make sure that you consider what your boundaries are, decide what they're going to be, use wisdom, because when you set boundaries, you want to make sure you have a safe space for yourself, for your own mind, your own peace of mind. You have a right to say no. If you don't want to do something, you don't have an obligation to do something. You can say no and be perfectly fine. The next rune I have is Othala. So Othala is oneness, inheritance, family. And I got a very strong family connection for you. Like, you have really strong family support. It's like a massive wave of support that is always behind you. I feel that very strongly. I also feel like too that there's that have some sort of challenge with trying to stand up for yourself and feel that kind of confidence. And it's just being young and being kind of uncertain about things. I feel like that you have a little bit of lack of confidence that you can work on, and you can work on that. You can build that up. You can just set small goals, and when you reach those goals and you reach the little milestones of those goals, then congratulate yourself, and that will actually build your confidence. Just the small little things that can actually build your confidence. The next rune I have pulled out for you. So this is Pertho. This is the rune of the future. This is also chance. It's like the Wheel of Fortune. I know that fortune is in your favor. So the spirit world is actually arranging a very good set of circumstances for you, a very good future for you. And embrace that. Understand that it is a gift, and that you don't have to be so concerned about it. You don't have to be so worried about it, because the spirit world is actually has everything planned out for you, okay, and how it's going to be. So you don't have to feel insecure or threatened or something terrible is going to happen. Just understand that the spirit world has a wonderful life planned ahead of you, and trust that.
That is fantastic. Shelby, is that not spot on, or what's going on with that? So anyways, I don't know if she's in shock or not. Next up, Kathleen, come on down. Kathleen Whitehead, a round of applause. Nice to have you here. Come on up, and Angela will get started on you. Nice to have you.
Kathleen Whitehead. Oh my gosh, Shelby said, wow, this has really touched me. Thank you so much for the reading. You're welcome, Shelby. Okay, so the first rune, wow, this rune is coming up a lot. Maybe everybody should meditate on this rune. This is the Knight's rune. This is Pertho. Pertho is coming up an awful lot for people. So Pertho, again, the die cup, it represents the future. The mysterious future, the unknown. It can be good luck. It can be bad luck, depending on how this comes up. But for you, I'm getting the impression of a very good future, but I'm seeing it sort of misty and dark, like you're uncertain about it. And there's some sort of trepidation about the future, especially with the next 3 to 6 months. There's like an uncertainty there that you feel a little bit anxious about, but it's actually good. I see good things, but they're just hidden from you right now. The next rune I have for you, this is Berkana. So Berkana is the rune of the protector, the female protector, protection, maternal protection, love, prosperity. What I'm feeling off of this for you in particular, I keep seeing growth, because I keep seeing the yew tree, which is basically a pine tree that they used to make bows and ships out of. So this rune is telling me that there is a space that you need to get into. It feels like you're extremely anxious and your anxiety is just growing exponentially, and to really connect with nature, and in particularly meditating on trees. And each tree, now if you look at Celtic mythology and Celtic belief systems, each tree had a spiritual gift and significance. And the yew tree represented a strength and flexibility together. The pine tree, all the evergreens represented eternal life, or regeneration, because it was green all year long. The birch tree represented protection, and it's actually associated specifically with Berkana. And then the oak tree was the king of trees. And so each tree has a raking, and each tree has its own spirit. And the runes are actually, like, I'm feeling like you should be out in the woods and actually sitting under trees, opening yourself up, releasing that anxiety, giving the trees, you can even tell them how you feel. Don't let anybody judge you. because trees pick up more than what we even realize. Plants are very aware of our emotional states, particularly trees. They are networked. They understand what's going on with us, and they have senses that we don't even realize. They've done experiments where plants have pick up on human emotions, and they respond in kind. So if you let them know how you're doing, that you need to feel relaxed and you need to feel loved, those trees are more than happy to give you that earth energy. They will be more than happy to support you, will help you relieve a lot of tension and anxiety. And if you meditate on those trees, some of those spirit trees, which just like people have spirit animals, you can actually have a spirit plant or a spirit tree come to you in a dream, and it will act like your connection with the spirit realm and come as your teacher and actually bring you things in a dream. You'll see the tree in the dream. You'll experience the feelings, and you'll experience a very vivid dream experience with a profound spiritual message. And it's usually for your own benefit and for your healing. So the next rune I'm going to draw is the rune of strength. This is Uruz. It represents strength, healing, and I feel like you've gone through a lot. It feels like you're holding on to the very last little bit of strength that you have, but this rune is telling me to hang on, to endure. It will get better. It will get better. It's just a matter of learning to control and release this anxiety, and that's getting in touch with nature and getting close with nature, slowing yourself down, emptying your thoughts, letting yourself empty yourself to nature, and letting nature help heal your energy and your consciousness.
That is awesome. I tell you, I love it when she does it, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Kathleen, that was interesting. Next up, Julianne. Come on down, Julianne. Love to see you. Where have you been? Round of applause for you. Glad to have you on the show tonight. All right. Go ahead, Angela. It's all you.
All right, Julie. Let me go ahead and draw for you. You're welcome, Kathleen. And let me know if any of that resonates with you. So the first rune I pick up for Julianne, this is Iowa. So this is the rune of death and regeneration. But I'm getting the particular aspect of the tree. This is the center of the world tree as well. And it's a giant yew tree. I'm feeling the tree theme again. In particular, there a meditation where you are in your meditation where you imagine yourself, you're this great tree, and pull energy up from the earth, from your roots, down from the earth, up through your head. And then also in the sunlight. Imagine this beautiful sunlight coming down through your leaves and down, going through. And this is meant to relax you and also clear up any tensions or any thoughts that you have that are creating a little bit of anxiety or tension for you. It will feel refreshing for you. And I'm glad that resonated with you. It feels like you have been going through something, and it feels really, really difficult, but it's coming to an end. And you can always reach out to any of us here, Grizzly or I, for support. You can message me. I'll be happy to assist in any way that I can, and as far as my abilities and my gifts. So the next rune I have for you, Julianne. So this is the rune of Thorisos. So Thorisos is the rune of caution, boundaries, also anything sharp. I'm getting the impression off of the rune that really strong boundaries, like you know where they are supposed to be and where they're supposed to be. I feel like you need to make sure that you need some alone time type of boundary. Your boundaries are good as far as keeping people out that are nuisances, setting limitations on people and how evasive they can be or demands on your time, which is good on that. But this rune is telling me, make sure you set aside some alone time and set up a sacred circle, a sacred space for yourself to do your meditation and to be alone with your thoughts. And I see journaling as well. That journaling will help you as well. The next rune I have, here we go again. Pertho keeps coming up, and these are different rune sets, and Pertho keeps coming up over and over again. So Pertho is the future, and it is the die cup. It can represent chance, the wheel of fortune. What I'm getting is that I keep seeing a clearing off, like things get cleared off and starting again. It's as if there's a door being shut on the past. Like, we're not going down that road again. We are closing that. We are shutting that. Now it's a new chapter. Everything is starting anew. That's what I'm being told by the spirit world. Now, I'm not being given specifics. I'm told to leave that alone. But that's the message that I'm getting that I'm supposed to pass on to you.
Interesting. Greg Ogles, welcome to the show. Round of applause. Got a VIP. Hello, Ann. It's nice to see you as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's see who is up next. And it is Nana Kim. Come on down, Nana. I love your little mojo icon.
Cute. It is.
Very cute, right?
It is really cute.
So, yeah. So, come on down there. And let me know when you're here. I'm trying to. Nana, are you still here, dear? Nana can't. There she is. She's like, yeah, I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. All right, Nana.
Nana, the very first rune I have for you. This is Dagaz. This is the rune of enlightenment. This is the height of the sun at the noonday. This is also awareness of light and dark. What I got for you, the impression that I'm getting from you is that you're kind of uncertain of where light begins and where dark begins. It feels like there is confusion that's going on and that you need that cleared up. So Dagaz is the rune of enlightenment, where if you bring in the energy and ask the energy of Dagaz to assist you in clarity, it can definitely help on that. So you can meditate on this rune. You can picture this rune and drawn in red on your person or over your heart or over your head, and imagine it that it's right there, and just simply say Dagaz, Dagaz, Dagaz. There's actually a Geldor song which you chant the rune or hum that rune. You actually are asking for its energy to come and help you and assist you. And just ask Dagaz to help you and assist you. There are actually ways where you can invoke it again by simply writing the rune with red ink on pen and paper and keeping it with you, or keeping it posted somewhere where you can see it. But it is a rune of light and darkness and enlightenment, and it sounds like you really need it. It feels like there's so much confusion going on right now. The next rune I'm bringing up for you is Solwilo. Again, this is another solar rune, so the rune that represents light and the sunbeam of light and success. It feels like you really need this right now. You're seeking for some sort of epiphany, something that will clear the clouds, and something that will just hit you right away, that will bring that sense of clarity. It can just, again, this can also represent the lightning bolt as well. But it usually means success. So I'm getting that you're seeking this, like you're seeking this out, and it just seems very elusive for you. And I'm just asking the runes, like, what's this going to take? How we can help you? So the next rune in response to that question is Algis. So Algis is the rune of sanctuary protection. So what I'm getting in, I'm just seeing this darkness over you, and that it just needs to be cleared out. So a space with meditation, your own sanctuary, your own, and it feels like it's a struggle for you because you're so busy and there's so many demands being made on you. But even if you take just 5 minutes, 10 minutes, it doesn't matter, 5 minutes or 10 minutes at absolute quiet, deep breaths. Imagine taking all of these thoughts, and it feels very tense up here, all of those thoughts that are actually weighing on you so much it feels like a headache. Imagine them, take them all and just throwing them aside or throwing them out the window, or putting them in a bowl and sending them down to the earth. And allow light to come in. Imagine sunlight coming in and clearing out all that darkness, and allow your mind to rest and just focus on your breath, and clarity will come. It's a process, but taking this process just to stop and breathe, focus on your breath without thoughts going on here, and getting yourself time to rest, that's definitely going to help you think more clearly and make you more aware, more mindful of what's around you and what's going on. And that will actually help lead you to the clarity that you're seeking.
That is outstanding. And yeah, so I like that. And interesting. So I got notified in the chat, Angela, that I missed somebody, and it is yeah, Greg, I'm looking at your comment. I'm trying to figure out where Gary's at. Gary, come here. Where you at, Gary? He's like, what? Gary wants to know. His question is in health and about his overall health. So he'd like to know, what is your opinion on that?
Gary Spikes. Okay.
Gary Spikes, Senior. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the first room I got for you. So we'll come back up. So the first rune I get, this is Ingwas. This is the protector, the god of the household. It was an Anglo-Saxon god. Ing, the stability, strength. I'm feeling like you have chronic health issues, but it feels like more like I'm having a hard time breathing. It feels like breathing, respiratory related issues. But there is a strong protection there, a strong boundary there, right? You have set up so that you're nothing that's going to make it worse. That is outside. That is, due to aggravated stress. It feels like stress could make it worse. The next rune, I'm going to ask about this breathing issue because I feel like it's respiratory in nature. So the next rune I actually have for you, this is Algis again. This is, you see, it kind of looks like a Y on here. So Algis means sanctuary, protection. And I'm getting the impression of setting up your own sanctuary just devoted to your health. Like your own little space, like in a bedroom, in a living room, maybe in a spare room that you can set up. And that is just for yourself to meditate for your health and well-being. And I got the impression that from the runes, it's telling me that this will help improve your health. And so there are specific meditations for health. For example, there's meditations and visualizations to help strengthen your immune system. And visualizations where you can actually visualize, certain cells of your body, certain tissues becoming stronger, healthier, more abundant. And when you are doing that, you're actually helping your immune system. They've done studies on meditation and how well it boosts your immune system, reduces stress, and improves overall health. The next rune I have for you, this is Feiyu, with this nice glittery rune right here. So Feiyu is the rune of money. It's a rune of extra, disposable income. But this rune is telling me it feels like you actually get to enjoy a little bit more of life because there is some improvement due to the meditation that you take up for having your private space that you're dedicating just for meditation for your health. And it feels like you actually get to go on a trip, or it feels like you actually go somewhere that you haven't done for a long time that you get to enjoy. And because working on your meditation, your health improved enough for you to enjoy that once more. And I don't know what kind of trip it is, but something that you haven't done in a long time and couldn't do for a long time, but finally get to revisit and get to re-experience because your health has started to improve due to the meditation that you've set aside daily just to focus on your health.
Interesting, Gary. Gary, how do you feel about that? Does it resonate? Liana King, come on down, Liana. Round of applause for Liana. Nice to see you there, dear. How are you tonight? So, Liana, she's like, what? Yeah, you're up.
Oh, Gary says you're spot on emphysema. Okay. Yeah, I was feeling that.
So for our audio listeners on iHeart and Spotify, he says, you're spot on, Angela, with emphysema, stage 4 kidney disease, heart trouble. Yes, I'm going on a trip in late September, and my barn is my meditation. Good job. Fantastic. We got you, Gary. All right, Liana's like, woohoo! I'm here.
Leanna is everybody's cheerleader. She's awesome. I love her.
I know, right? Outstanding, outstanding.
We just need to have her voice on recording going, woohoo! I mean, awesome.
I know. Yeah, I'll put it on my soundboard so we can play it all the time. So yeah, that'd be awesome.
Okay, Liana. So let's do your runes. So the very first rune I got for you, these are the blue onyx runes, is Sowilo. Sowilo's a rune of success. It's the lightning bolt, also a ray of sun. And I actually feel like you're a ray of sun. I actually see you as a bolt of sunlight. You just come out of the blue with this joy and this cheer, and it just hits you all at once. And it's a wonderful, wonderful experience. The next rune I have for you. Oh, here we go again with Pertho. Pertho's coming up a light. You notice that, Pertho?
Yes, absolutely.
The future. For Pertho, I'm actually getting the impression, hey, there is a good future for you, but it's being hidden from you on purpose. This is because you have to learn a lesson before this future is revealed to you. It will be revealed to you, but you have to learn the lesson first before the universe will reveal your future to you. The next rune I'm getting, Othala. This is I'm getting the aspect of oneness. This is the oneness with the Orlog. This is where the universe actually talks about a universal destiny and a personal destiny. And like the destiny of kings, you know, of that nature. What I am getting, here is that there is a great destiny that you are going to be made aware of what this destiny is, basically what your purpose is, what you're here to do. It's going to come to light, but it's going to be a process where you have to slowly get to that point. So the first thing is to learn the lesson that you're going through now. Once you've learned that lesson, then the universe reveals your future and will actually show you images of your future. You'll get glimpses of your future. You may even hear some bits of sound or experience thoughts or images that come into your mind. You don't know where they come from, and it's really the universe. It's giving you clues about your future. And then destiny. So you're very aware. You become very well aware of what soul you are in heaven and why you were sent here to do and what that purpose is. It will be revealed to you, and you are just going to go for it.
Man, Liana, she says, oh man, I wonder if it's going to be a lesson. Have I previously gone through? I don't know, Liana. Do you feel like you're in a cycle? I'm just saying. I don't know. Your energy is always wonderful to feel and see. So absolutely. All right, next up. Let's see who it is. Well, I'll tell you what. I know, right, Greg? You crack me up. So we have somebody that I do not recognize. I don't think Angela has ever spoken to. So a round of applause. And let's get this person up on stage. Cryptic Crystal, come on down there. Welcome to the show. Nice to have you. So Angela, there you go. Cryptic Crystal. I like that name. That's interesting, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's like a secret crystal, a hidden crystal.
Cryptic Crystal. Can you say real fast?
Anyway, it's nice to have you.
Oh, I got crystals. I've got lots of crystals if you ever want to see crystals. So the next rune, actually the first rune I got for you for Cryptic Crystal, this is the rune Yara. So Yara is where we get the English word for year from, and it means harvest. But for this rune, I'm getting the impression of the completion of a cycle. Like there's a cycle you have gone through, and now it's winding down. It's winding down. You're finished with this cycle. And it feels like to me, this is something that you've gone through in past lives. So you've had in past lives, you start the same cycle over and over again. It's the same pattern, and then it comes to an end, and then you start a new lesson. So it feels like your past life cycle is coming to an end in this life, and you're going to start something new. So the next rune I have is Urus. So Urus is the rune of strength, the drizzling ring. What I get from this is strength. So this is, I'm being told that this is a call for patience. Have the strength to be patient for the end of this cycle. And I feel like this rune is telling me not to rush into anything, just to let it go. Just let the cycle come to an end the way it's meant to. And the last rune I have Wunyo. So Wunyo is the rune of peace, happy endings, new beginnings. So when you're starting this new cycle, it's going to be one that brings a great deal of joy, and you finally get the peace that you've been working towards for all of these lifetimes. It feels like you've been in struggle for many lifetimes, and you actually feel it. You may not remember those previous lives, but the struggle is real and it's felt. And you don't understand why it feels like you've been through so many struggles and have to do so much. It's because you've required all these struggles through many lifetimes. Now, finally, you get to rest and experience a lifetime of joy, prosperity, happiness, peace. It's your reward for going through and fulfilling all the lessons and missions that you went through in your past lives.
That is fascinating. Yeah, I love it, right? So next up, the one and only, we'll give her a little bit of music to come up. Denise, come up to the stage there, darling. Come up, Denise.
Oh.
So, yeah.
I love the music. I love it.
Yeah, Denise, I always love Denise. She's got great energy, and I love it when she comes out on TikTok and says hello. But yeah. All right, Denise, come up. Cryptic Crystal says, Angela, it actually makes sense completely. Denise says,
hi.
Anyway, so welcome, Denise. Nice to have you. So, yeah. Okay.
Denise, the first rune I have for you is Ingwas, the rune of protection, stability, prosperity. Right now, I feel like you're in the opposite of that. It feels like everything is uncertain. It's unstable, especially financial uncertainty is what I feel. It feels like everything could just disintegrate in a moment is what it feels like. Everything feels like it's in a fragile state, and that this stability is actually what you're seeking, this protection. And the next rune I have is Wunyo. So Wunyo, fresh starts, happy endings, new beginnings. I'm getting the impression that you actually are craving this. You need this peace. You need this protection. You feel like you need a fresh start. You've been worn down. It is coming. It is coming. The fresh start is coming. But there's going to be some sorrow. I feel like you have to pass through and release before that comes to pass. It feels like you have a lot of grief. And even if it's just grief from just the circumstances that you find yourself in, or grief of a lot of stress, that's something that you need to release and to express, to cleanse yourself with, so that the peace can come in, the joy can come into you. The last rune I got is Nadis. So Nadis is a rune of necessity. It's also love. It's protection. What I'm being told by this rune is to focus only on the bare necessities. What is necessary? What do you need right now? And it's one day at a time. I got this done. I got this need done. This meant, let me move on to the next goal. And then you can just set these little goals for your basic needs and just make sure that you're taking action to make sure each need is met, even if it's just small steps. Because taking that practical step, I feel like this requires some sort of, some intellect, a mental challenge that it takes to figure this out and to figure out how you're going to meet that need. But it's empowering to take control and understand that you can get there in small steps and you'll achieve it. And when you do achieve it, you feel a little bit more confident. You're going to get the experience, that peace, that fresh air. It is coming. Understand it may take some patience, release that sorrow that you've been experiencing and that grief because of the personal circumstances are hard. Let that go. Allow yourself to grieve, but good times will come. Just give yourself that space.
So, I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, if I can do this without laughing, but I hear the train a coming. It's rolling round the bend, and it's seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. Anyways, that as Angela was talking, that song was like playing, and it was just like, well, I'll go ahead and sing it. Denise is like, damn, Grizzly. Anyways, Denise, I haven't sung to anybody in a while. So I don't know if Denise is like, stop it, Grizzly, or she's like, she said, thank you, Angela. There we go. That's my song. That's Cindy says it. Yeah, Folsom City Prison. Anyways, but I kept hearing that song. I was like, what the hell, Denise? Are we going on a train ride? All right. Next up, we have Cindy Simpson. Welcome, Cindy. Nice to have you. But yes, my man Johnny Cash. Thank you.
Oh, Johnny Cash, the man in black. Amazing. I like a man named Sue. You know.
Oh my God! Yeah, that's funny, ladies and gentlemen. That is a
that was great. Also, his car with all the different car parts. It's different year cars, and it's all smushed together.
The Greg's like, I hear you, Grizz. Well, Denise has been on a train ride, and it's been coming around the bend for a long time, and it's weird because people's songs come and go, and they change. They change with emotions. Stressors in life. It's just interesting. I mean, it was just like loud and clear, Johnny Cash. You know. Anyways, go ahead, Angela. You got it.
All right. And who am I reading for?
Cindy. Yes.
All right, Cindy. I hope, Denise, that resonates with you, and you keep on trucking. All right, Cindy. First room. Thorasos. So Thorasos is the rune of boundaries, the thorn, protection, also sharp objects. It's the rune of be careful, also boundaries. And I see you have an extremely tight boundary around yourself. This is the image that I'm getting, and I laugh because I see you and like you're in the middle of a bush. It's like I set a boundary so strong and so tight around me that I am boxed myself inside these hedges, and that I can't even move. I'm just sitting right here in the middle of these hedges, and this is where I'm going to be. So the boundaries that you put around yourself just might be a little bit too small and a little bit too tight. And when it means small, you might want to expand your mind or expand your horizons a bit, or consider that. It feels like you've decided this is where I'm going to be. I feel safe right here, and I'm not going to venture outside my own little personal safe space. The next rune I got is Nadis. So Nadis is the rune of necessity. It could be a tight band around the chest. It's also a rune of love, romance. This rune is telling me, since this rune actually represents two sticks being rubbed together to create fire, this rune is telling me that you need light. It's like you need light. I'm being told that you have light within yourself, within your own heart, and that you haven't seen it for a while, that you actually haven't even looked inside to see that light or to express it, but it is there. So please, this rune is encouraging you to recognize that light, look at that light within yourself, and say to yourself, what is this light here for? And how can I use it? How can I use it? Next rune God is Rytho. So Rytho this is the solar wheel of Odin's chariot that is going across the sky. It is the sun. This rune is telling me that you're being called to a journey. It's a journey of honor. What is right? What is honorable? It feels like that you're being called for this journey, and you actually were on it, and then all of a sudden you stopped going on the journey, because you felt safe and you wanted to stay safe. So you made this little hedge for yourself, this little self-imposed prison, if you will. And it's time to continue your journey. So to just sit here and pause, the runes are telling you you need to move forward and make that process to go back on the journey that you were called to do in your life.
So, Cindy, everybody wants to know your song. I'm not going to sing the song. I'm actually going to play it because this song means something to me. So, on the next show, tell me what it means to you. With the quick views, so, ladies and gentlemen, it's a wrap for tonight. And Thunder. I love the song. So that means something to you, Cindy. But tune in tomorrow night. We have some twisted information about some shows that we're getting ready to come out with. But Imagine Dragons, Cindy. Tell me on the next show what that means to you. From around the world and coast to coast, that's a wrap, ladies and everybody. And we'll see you tomorrow. Angela, thank you for a good evening. Godspeed, everybody. Talk to everybody soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.